Hey friends, how are you? I hope you're having a great day today. I'd like to introduce you to this project. This is my drawing and watercolor painting a cute little tiger project that was designed especially for kids. You do not have to have any drawing or painting experience at all to be successful with this project. I'd like to go over the supplies and the materials that you will need for this project. The first thing that you'll need is a piece of paper. You will need some watercolor paints. You'll need a paintbrush and some water. You will need either a crayon or an oil pastel, preferably a dark one. You'll need a little tester piece of paper to do some color testing. You will need a paper towel and a mat to protect your workspace. I'm excited about teaching you this lesson. Let's get started. Alrighty friends, so in this step what we're going to do is we are going to create our tiger, and I'm going to use my dark oil pastel, my black oil pastel, to create the head and the body of my tiger. So to make my head of my tiger, I'm going to make a square, but it's going to be a little bit tilted to the side, and it's going to have not very sharp angles. Okay, so they're kind of rounded a little bit. I'm going to put some little ears, which are just going to be some curved lines at the top on the corners of my shape. And then I'm going to move down here into the shape, and I'm going to make some eyes. So they're just going to be wide set, which means they're not going to be too close together. And they're going to be about the same size, little circles. If there is a different type of an eye that you'd like to make, go ahead and make it. Then we're going to make a little bit of a triangle for his nose and fill that in with your oil pastel or your crayon. For his mouth, it's two little J's, one backwards and one forward. And then I'm just going to make some whiskers because he is a cat. Alrighty, let's move down to our tiger's body. So we're just going to have some curved lines coming down like this from his head. And then we're going to make his feet and his legs next. So just two lines here at the bottom of these two lines. And let's put some curved lines here at the bottom for his toes. If you want to put some little lines for nails there at the bottom, that always looks cute too. And then I'm going to make another foot right here with some nails. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to close up the bottom part of his body with a line coming here, here, and here. For his back legs, he's going to be sitting down. So I'm just going to put two curved lines coming out from his body. And then I'm going to make just a small foot and then tuck in, just like that. Alrighty, for his tail, it's going to come out from the side. And I'm just going to make his tail come up, curve around, and come down. All right? Okay, the next step is going to be, we're going to be making some stripes inside of his head and his body and even on his tail. So to make the stripes, this time I'm just going to, whoopsie, my oil pastel just broke. Remember, if your oil pastel breaks, that's a really common thing to happen, and you just put your one piece aside and then you move on. So I'm going to make my stripes look like this. I'm just going to have them be triangles. So coming out from the sides of his body. If you want to make your stripes in a different way, maybe just straight lines coming out, that would be fine as well. It's completely up to you how you want to make your stripes. Remember, this is kind of a cartoon, so you get to choose however you want to make your tiger. It's up to you. All right, I think that might be about it for my tiger. Oh, I think he looks really cute. All right, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to make a background. So he's going to be sitting on the ground, so I'm going to make a line. It's going to jump over my tiger and then go on to the other side. And then maybe I'll make some little tufts of grass here. Maybe one more here. And then maybe I will make some leaves coming down from the top. Maybe I'll just make a bunch of these types of leaves. They're just really long and skinny like this. Just adds a little bit more detail to the picture. And maybe I'll even make some over here on this side. Like that. All right, then I think I want to put one thing here. So I'll just make a little plant that looks like this. I like to just make up plants. I don't know if there's really a plant that does look like this, but there probably is. It just adds a little bit of greenery. Alrighty friends, when we come back, we will start painting our little tiger. I'll see you back here in just a minute. Alrighty friends, in this step what we're going to do is we are going to be painting our little tiger. So I am going to get my paints ready for me to start painting, and the way that I do that is I put a drop of water inside each pan of paint, and what this does is it prepares the paints for me. It dissolves the paints just a little bit so they're softer and easier to use. So I'm going to take a moment to do that, and then we're going to talk about my painting. So I have my tiger here. I'm going to make him orange with some black little stripes. And then in the next step, what I'm going to do is paint the background. So I'm going to focus on the tiger right now. And then next time in the next video, we'll focus on the background. So I'm going to paint his fur, this orange color. Oh, that's nice, nice and bright. And I'm going to try to stay inside my lines, and I'm going to try to remember that rule where if you want your painting to be brighter and more vivid, you add more paint, and if you want your colors to be softer, then you add more water. So I'm going to keep that in mind as I'm painting. All right, I'll see you back here in just a minute. Alrighty friends, I'm back, and I'm going to now paint my stripes black, but I don't want them to be super dark black. I want them to be more of a gray color, so I wanted to show you how I make that more gray color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some water inside one of my wells. The well is just the area over here that you can do color mixing on. I'm going to take some black paint and mix it up. I think what I'll do is I'll get one of my little tester papers and I'll show you that it's going to be a pretty dark color, but it's not going to be completely black. Might look black to you, but it's more of a gray color. Alrighty friends, I'm finished painting my little tiger. So when I come back, we will be painting the background. I'll see you back here in just a minute. Alrighty friends, so let's start painting the background now. I'm going to talk about the colors that I'm going to use, but keep in mind with your artwork, you can use whatever colors you want. That's the really cool thing about art. You get to choose the colors that you'd like. I think I'm going to paint this part of my painting brown and these green, all of these plants green, and the background blue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the background, and then I will move to the plants and to the grass or the dirt underneath his body. I guess it's going to be more dirt because I'm going to make it brown. Alrighty friends, I'm finished. I hope that you enjoyed this lesson. I'll see you next time.